We're going live. My mic was muted. Sorry. We're going live a few minutes early today, just to just to give everyone some time to pour in and get notified that it's happening, and get comfy, get cozy. So we're going to talk about what the heck is going on here. What's happening? Hello, Matt. Hello. Nice to see you back in the chat. Welcome to another live stream. If everyone on X wouldn't mind giving it a repost to kind of spread the word, spread the chat, spread the community, etc. Repost on X if that's where you're watching. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that like button, comment, subscribe to the channel, and all the things. Oh, it's just the news cycle is never ending. Hey, it doesn't stop. We'll start at 4:30 because I like to be prompt. I really enjoy promptness. It really bugs me when it really bugs me when people aren't able to get to places on time. So I hope that my daughter's asking permission for sweets. Sure, honey. It's okay. You can talk, but just let mommy do her thing, okay? Yeah. It bugs me when people can't be on time. So that's why I like to be prompt, if not early. So just a few minutes to warm up, let people tune in, turn their notifications on, subscribe, smash that like button. I think I'd like to go at a slightly slower pace today if possible. If the chat will let me, because I like to address everyone in the chat who comes in and says hello or leaves a comment. Oh, where have I been? We've been so worried. I've been around. I'm here. I'm here and I'm active. I'm on X. I'm on YouTube. I'm trying to put out content regularly. I just had a chat with Dallas Brody on Friday, I want to say, after what happened at UBC. And it's wild. So Matt, you're telling me I can turn on slow chat. I know I can turn it on, slow chat, but I think right now I don't even really need it, because when I checked the analytics, or rather when my husband checked the analytics of the stream, there was only like 50 or 60 people watching concurrently, and it was just me having to kind of like address the comments more quickly. But I also didn't want to rush through some of them because some of them were so poignant and I wanted to spend some time on them. Anyway, yes, I know that feature will come in handy when the time comes, but obviously that time is not now, unless like a whole bunch of people repost the stream, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on X, become a YouTube member on YouTube to access exclusive content and other perks, etc. So like that's the only way that's happening. I'm nowhere even close. Although today I tried a different thing when I was setting up the live stream in YouTube. It apparently lets you set some sort of goal. And so with the super chats, I guess. So I'm trying to kind of like make the setup a little more, not expert. I don't know. Like I've just got my laptop, my webcam, and my mic, but apparently it's better if you have a separate monitor. So so I've set up a goal of a couple of super chats, a certain number of super chats by the end of the stream or within an hour, to see if I can like to have a little fund going so I can get a second monitor going so I can see the chat bigger, so I can have more than one screen. Apparently it helps for when you share the screen. So anyway, yeah, one step at a time. Thank you, M, for reposting the stream. I appreciate that. Or the reply that the Wokey made. Oh, what are you referring to there? Refresh my memory. One step at a time, exactly. Hi, salty berry, one step at a time for sure. Yeah. So I'm still trying to like figure out, you know, the back end of things here because I'm doing this through StreamYard, which connects my X and my YouTube, but YouTube also allows you to set up a scheduled live stream so that it notifies people that a live stream is coming up. David was in the chat before I went live, letting me know, oh, it's not quite working. Ask your husband how to set it up properly. And I thought, well, I don't know. I thought I did because when I went on my channel from an incognito page, it said upcoming, scheduled for 4:30. It had a countdown timer going, etc. So yeah, we're still figuring it out. But thank you to everyone who's already here. Um, Too Damn Skippy says, Too Damn Skippy reposted the stream. Thank you very much for doing that. Yeah, please, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, leave a comment, repost the stream, become a YouTube member if you can to support the channel, to access content, etc., etc. Okay, Matt's clarifying. Okay, I will. There was a Wokey that replied to a conversation on X and you told me to send the link. Oh, I see. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. Yeah. There's so many Wokies. It's really difficult to keep up with it all, to be honest. And I was actually thinking of making a bookmark and labeling it haters on X because most of it is on X. That's where my biggest social media channel is on X. So I was thinking of creating a bookmark and saving all the hater comments and then just doing like one big live stream or one big video where I just like read all the hater comments and how silly they are and how dumb they are so we could laugh at it together. That was I thought that would be fun at some point down the road. But for now we're just talking about what the heck is going on in Canada. What is going on? No thanks says, hey Kat, really enjoy your content. Thank you so much. Appreciate the words of support. I still have very big imposter syndrome where I'm like, you're not meant to do this. Go do something else. Go get a job that's like different than social media. Just go do something else. But I guess that never really goes away. So yeah, he was quite rude to us. Well, he's a lefty. That's what they do. They have no arguments. They just have ad hominem attacks and rude comments. You know what I started doing? Actually, I started approaching them with just kill them with kindness attitude. If they say like anything super crude or rude or mean, derogatory, like hateful, etc., I just hit them with a God bless you, little fella. God bless your heart. You know how they say in the States down in the South? God bless your heart, you know? And apparently that makes them even more mad. So it's even in some ways it's even better than a clap back where you slam them for I don't know something for being an anonymous troll in mommy's basement, whatever. It's just better. And it makes your soul feel better that you're not stooping to their level, because I don't want to stoop to their level anymore. I want to be noticeably better, not for the sake of like thinking that, oh, look at me, I'm better, but just like to not dive down deep into the negativity. That's what I don't want to do. No thanks says you're doing great. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Derek T says strategically, Canada can't do much more than cave. Well, doesn't that seem like that seems legit? What can we do? Like we can't become the US. We're a tenth of the population. Our military is not the same strength wise. It's plummeting. It's in free fall. What can we do? So it seems like such a big fake show when Carney's out there in the same place as Trump in Davos saying like, I'm going to be this anti-American hero who redraws the trade patterns of the world, and I'm going to be like this anti-Trump like figure globally, and look at me, I'm so great, and like as if he's like fiddling his little fiddle, like what's that fairy tale, like the Pied Piper, all the TDS people following him off a cliff. You guys see that meme where it's like he's got Trump on on a stick and a string behind him, and he's like marching along, and there's a bunch of like liberal sheep following him, and he's like going off a cliff. Oh gosh. It's also Canadian politics feels like a total circus right now. It seems all so stupid. True, says Matt. Yeah. Yeah. Leslie Potts reposted the stream. Thank you, Leslie Potts. Appreciate you. Yeah, repost the stream. Um, Smash that like button if you're watching on YouTube. Leave a comment on X. Become a YouTube member if you want to have a special members display handle on YouTube, and if you want to access members only content on my YouTube, etc. Sorry, guys, shameless plug. Because what I've learned is obviously not everyone stays for the whole live stream, so I occasionally have to remind people, if you aren't already subscribed, subscribe on YouTube, follow on X, leave a comment on X, smash the like button on YouTube, become a member if you can to support the channel if you want to see me go live more often, if you want to see me put content out more often, etc. So yeah, thank you to Leslie for reposting. Bless your little heart, darling. Exactly. Exactly, Salty. That's the thing. Like, I've been on X and on social media dealing with these hater leftist trolls for years now. And for the longest time, my motto was just like clapping back at them and saying like the most cutting remark that I could think of. But recently I was like convicted to not be that way. I'm just like, you know what? I got to take the higher road here. I got to be on the higher ground, operating on a higher level than these people. So let's just bless your little heart, darling, them. Let's just do that to them. Hey, good stuff, says Conchetta B. Thank you. Um, Intentional and joyful. Exactly. I want to feel positivity. I don't want to feel doom. I don't want to feel any kind of darkness anymore. I just want the most amount of light in my life. And I know we can't avoid these hater trolls and these NPC libs doing it all, but you know, we can do our very best to mitigate our own mental health. I don't know. I don't even know why I don't like the term mental health, because it feels so leftist to me. But like, yeah, just your own. Okay, you know what? Let's state of mind. I want to protect my state of mind. I want to be positive. Nothing can perturb me. You know, I have God. When I have God, I have everything I need. I won't worry about anything. I'll pray about everything, and these people will not get to me. They hardly ever get to me to begin with, but you know, it's just a nice reminder from time to time, like when you're hungry or tired or something like that. Carney is prepping Canada for the 51st. I don't know. Lots of people are saying like the way things are going, we might end up there. Like he can't. Yeah, as I said earlier, you can't just redraw the map of the world geographically. The U.S. is our biggest trading partner, and even today, the liberal trade minister was scrambling and saying, "No, guys, we haven't signed a free trade agreement with China. No, 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 no. It's just like a segmented, fractional, minimal, like electric vehicles agreement. There's no free trade agreement." After Trump is like, "Hey, if you're going to make a deal with China, I'm slapping you with 100% tariffs." So of course they're scrambling, and it's actually funny to watch. It's comical to watch. That's all it can really be at this point. It's comical. It's just comical. But it's funny to watch them scramble, I have to say. With some, you know, I gotta not be too enthusiastic about it, but it's hilarious to watch them scramble that way. David, nice to see you in the chat. Hola, you made it. Thank you for letting me know that what you were seeing was not quite what I was seeing when the stream was scheduled to go live at 4:30. So again, this is just my second time scheduling a stream. I'm still figuring it out. Husband told me really quick yesterday how to get it done. I sort of tried to follow the steps because he wasn't available today to help me. So I think I sort of did it. I don't know. But we're trying to figure out as we go along. We're learning. This is why I have that imposter syndrome. 'Cause I don't know what I feel like. I don't know what I'm doing sometimes, but we're trying. We're trying here. Um, like Pan. Salty Berry says like Pan. You're gonna have to clarify that one for me. Um, John X Brown, the Canadian alien, reposted the stream. Thank you very much. Bless the heart of they them. Sorry, I had to. Oh, I sometimes do that too. I'm like, oh, bless the they them. Oh, we made they them mad. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Because you got to. I'm assuming pronouns here. I've committed the ultimate sin in the eyes of a leftist. RPN has funny government music videos to cope with the liberals, says Salty Berry. Yes. So if by RPN you mean Red Pill Entertainment Network or Red Pill Network or something like that, great account on Instagram, on X. They put out such funny videos. Let me know if that's who you meant. Oh, shoot. I forgot that this does the balloons thing. Strange. Sorry about that. Wait, let's do it again. Let's do it. Celebrate good times. Come on. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm being goofy and silly. What did you think of Smug Trudeau at Davos with Ezra was interviewing him? Oh my gosh. Should we watch it? Should we watch it together? Like, I hope maybe you guys already seen it. I don't want to bore you, but that was epic. He's like, hey, you broke the law. Your martial law was illegal. The higher courts ruled that, hey, guess what? That wasn't necessary. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I know he's not in power anymore. I know, like, he's just an irrelevant celeb, well, celeb guy walking around with a pop star, I guess. But that was so satisfying. I loved it. I love when Rebel News goes to Davos and they catch these guys like Larry Fink and John Kerry and Bill Gates and Trudeau and all those guys. Yeah, it was so satisfying to watch. Actually, it's China. China. Oh gosh. Do you guys ever see that meme where when it was Biden, during the Biden administration, and the all the Republicans were, well, not all, a lot of Republicans were posting the memes with like a sad face. It's like sometimes I just miss the way he says China. Yes, it's China. Yes, it is. um Punisher says CTV, CBC, CP24 are all helping push Carney's narrative. Well, that has always been. That has always been the government funded, government subsidized media is the right arm. I hope that's the right arm of the liberal party. They're the propaganda arm of the Liberal Party of Canada. Robert says, what? Ask that to Alaska bought from Russia. You knew that. Hawaii. That seems very cryptic. Okay, moving on. LOL, says Robert. Sure. David's back in the chat. Well, we found you and we're here. So post worked in the end. Awesome. Yes, it worked out. I don't know if I have to like sync the live stream I set up on YouTube versus StreamYard. I don't know. Team Bronx says, Kat, keep crushing it. I'm trying. Forgive me if I'm not like perfect at this. This is brand new to me. I'm trying to like learn as I go. Like we're flying a plane and we're trying to fix it as we're flying. So thank you. I appreciate the words of support. Matt says, and by the way, coffee is poison. Never drank it in my life. I hope you beat your addiction to it. I did for a week. For a week, I was like, you know what? I can't afford this habit. So I'm just going to drink chai tea. And that's what I did. Although today I did go to Costco and I bought a tub for the days when I'll really need it. I'm going to have to try not to drink it every day. Cause like at this point, literally coffee is a luxury. It feels like at the prices that it currently is. Insane. No thanks and Freeland. Yeah, all of them. All of them. Yes. They're a paid MSM. Well, mainstream media in Canada, if anyone doesn't know this already, I'm sure everyone's watching is very well informed, but if anyone doesn't know this, mainstream media in Canada is heavily subsidized by the government. They get government welfare. They're on the government welfare program, CBC, all of them. So it's is it really objective reporting, or is it just paid advertisement by the Liberal Party of Canada? Who knows? You decide. You let me know. What do you think? Can you expect any accurate reporting from the media these days today in Canada? I don't know. You got it, girl. Keep going. Thank you. That's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to keep going. We're not giving up. We're not letting this fork-tongued snake, aka Mark Carney, sell our country to China. No, not on our watch. Yes, by the way, ups, I forget words. Oops, you forget words. Okay. That's okay. I sometimes stumble over mine too, actually quite a lot. I wish I was a lot more articulate than I am. Because maybe then a lot more people would listen to me. But at the moment, it's just me chatting with you guys in the chat. And I wonder if there's a way where I can maximize this. No, I think I preset it the way it was. I'm not gonna mess with it now. Just let it be as it is. But there, I displayed it on screen so people can see all the chats coming in, and then I can highlight each chat as it comes in and chat with you guys. Love ya, repost all your expos. Well, thank you, Robert. Appreciate you. I put in a lot of effort on X. If people are wondering, X is just like was a hobby for me at the beginning. I discovered it after a friend is like, "Hey, you're just on Instagram? That's dumb. You should also be on X. That's where it's at." At the time, obviously, it was called Twitter. And I was like, "Okay, I'll check it out." And it turns out I actually already had an X account. Again, at the time, it was called Twitter. And my interests at the moment were so embarrassing. I was like following a TV show that I was watching at the time from like, I don't know, 17 years ago. Who knows? I had 0 followers, following like maybe 10 celebrity accounts because it was just the show I was watching at the time. Anyway, long story short, I made a post about communism. My friend retweeted it. It went semi-viral for an account that has 0 followers. It gained like 200,000 impressions. I picked up 700 followers that day or over the course of 24 hours and was instantly addicted. And that's how X came about. My X came about. I just started posting what I think is true and reposting people that I agree with and clipping their very sharp and poignant words because I did not have those words just yet to share, and it kind of snowballed. Loved your Wyatt Claypool interview. Thanks, no thanks. That sounds weird to say. Thanks, no thanks. Yeah, Wyatt is great. He's the National Telegraph on YouTube and Wyatt Claypool on X. Everyone should go follow and subscribe. Great account. Love Wyatt. He gave me lots of tips on YouTube. So yeah, he's a great account. Love Wyatt. He's my friend. Gothic Blonde is back. Welcome back, my friend. Hey, yes, Kat. Cheers. Nice to see you. I checked out one of your videos about the political video music that you were talking about, and I commented under it. It looks great stuff. Great stuff there, Gothic Blonde. So cheers. Or do you smoke? Do I smoke? No, I don't smoke. I goofed around with it. Admittedly, ashamedly, I'll admit that I goofed around with it in high school as a dork, trying to be cool. And goodness, I was never an addictive personality, so I left it behind real quick. Real quick. David has gifted 5 more memberships. Oh my gosh, David, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. So those will get distributed randomly. Now I know this. So David, thank you for your generosity once again, distributing your generosity to people with the 5 gifted memberships. So those will get distributed real quick here. And let me just highlight that there. So from David, 5 memberships to people in the chat. You with those memberships, you'll have access to bonus content, members only content on YouTube, and you'll have a members display handle there and in the chat. So I'll be able to see if you're a member And I think there's other perks. I still have to remember what they are. I think at some point I'll be able to have like members only chat going here when I do the live streams. So that'll be super fun. So thank you to David for the generosity of gifting 5 memberships to people. Appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you don't smoke, Cat. Yeah. Oh, I don't. I don't. I don't smoke. I don't smoke anything other than cigarettes. I don't partake in any of that stuff. Um, Full disclosure, though, very occasionally I enjoy a glass of sparkling white wine. It's my favorite, so that is sort of my guilty pleasure. But yeah, no smoking for me. Not since my foolish high school days, which was like 2 lifetimes ago. Yeah. But thank you for the encouragement of saying you hope I don't smoke. Yeah. If anyone smokes, like no shade to them. Like I know it's very addicting, and I know people who have tried to quit for years. Like I know a person who him it took like I don't know 2 decades, 2.5 decades to quit. Finally, 25 years of smoking. Gosh, like I just think it's not a conservative value. Like you should just have self-control. You should have power of your own will. If you're a conservative, you should be healthy. You shouldn't be obese. I know I might get hate in the comments from the lefties from that if they ever show up in the comments on my streams. But yeah, uh, definitely be healthy. Do not smoke. Um, do not smoke. Let's see. Punisher, Jared Kushner, and Mark Carney are both involved in Qatar. They're both investing billions alongside Trump and his sons. They're all in bed with each other. Okay, well, prove it. That's a nice claim. Prove it. I haven't seen evidence of that. Exactly. Matt says, prove it. Punisher, prove it. Um, don't be fooled if you think Trump and Carney hate each other. Uh, do you have insider information? Like, are you have secret you have secret access to their meetings? Like, prove it. So once again, Matt says, prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it, please. Like, I'm not just going to take anyone's claim on at face value. That's a leftist thing to do. Mark Carney says China is now our best friend. Leftists say, okay, China is our best friend. It's a good deal that he made with China because Trump bad, TDS, Orange Man bad. I'm not interested in that. Going to drop 5 memberships, but you have to promise to do a members only stream before our 1 month expires. Here goes. That is already locked in. This week coming up, there will be a members only live stream where it's members only in the chat and we can just hang out casually and you guys can let me know your thoughts and we can react to each other, etc. That's coming. That's obviously coming. So thank you. Thank you, David. And my gosh, did you do it again? Did you do it again? Go to the Musalon, he points it all out. Okay, well, a lot of these shock jock accounts, I'm not sure if Musa. Okay, thank you. I'll check it out. Okay. David did it again. Another 5 memberships. So whoever is receiving those is super blessed. Yes. So members only live stream will be so much fun. I think at this point there's like 26 members now. So it'll be like a little intimate group of people where we're just kind of shooting the breeze with each other and being like, haha, Carney is just awful. And he's just a WEF net zero lunatic globalist puppet of, I don't know who, Klaus Schwab, Xi Jinping with his like $250 million loan from China and being boosted by a WeChat operation. Who knows? David, you're a rock star. Thank you for doing that. You're glad. Robert says, I'm glad you interviewed Pierre. Yeah, that was a total fluke. Pierre, he doesn't normally do that kind of thing, I think. Well, I think maybe he started recently being more open to like podcasters and just independent voices. And I showed up at that rally slash town hall in Duncan, and I kind of noticed some of his team was around, and Tamara Cronus was there. She's my MP here for Nanaimo Ladysmith, and I asked her, I'm like, do you think I could meet with his team? Like, do you think he'd be willing? So she introduced me, and then and I asked like, hey guys, do you think he'd have a few minutes for after everyone has done the meet and greet? And they were like, yes. So that was very impromptu and very spontaneous. Like no one screened anything that I had to say, which was cool because, there's no way you'd get that with Carney. But yeah, he was willing to do it, and I commend him for it. And I know maybe there was a better question that I could have asked him, but I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help myself. I had to make fun of Andrew Coyne for being so TDS. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Uh, Member Gothic Blonde says, "Call me Joe for short." Okay, cool, Joe. I like that. Um, so just mental note, Gothic Blonde is Joe. Joe, Gothic Blonde. Go listen to her music on her YouTube channel. It's actually pretty cool. The music is it's actually moving. And the lyrics are powerful. So go check it out. Thank goodness I won't use God's name in vain. Smoking is really bad. Smiley face. We know this. We know this. The packs that it's sold in are hideous. I can't look at them. I can't look at them. Mad Hatter says, "Hi, Kat." Hi, Mad Hatter. Thanks for being in the chat. Nice to see you here. 2 days in a row. Yes. I'm trying to kind of get comfortable with this and trying to familiarize myself with the back end of things, because if I'm going to do this more often, if I'm going to hang out with you guys full time, I kind of have to get the lay of the land. You know what I mean? So today I tried to set up the scheduled live stream on my own without husband's help, without Google's help. I thanked you both on your X accounts as well. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for the words of encouragement. Honestly, when I get people saying like, "Hey, you inspired me to like continue speaking, to fighting for freedom, to say my truth, etc.," like that, it feels like I'm actually I don't know, to sound cheesy, like making a change, contributing. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, am I doing anything? Am I achieving anything by just doing what I'm doing? But just big imposter syndrome shows up. You can't help it. High energy. Nice to see you in the chat again. I recognize your handle today because we just had this chat yesterday. Nice to see you in the chat. Joe says, David from Moose and the Loose has exposed Carney Trump ties. Okay, interesting. Yes, looking forward to that, Kat. Thanks, David. Yeah, this is, well, you know what? This is actually even more fun than just me like posting from behind a screen on X. We just get to hang out and we get to share our thoughts with each other, and we get to connect and build community and, connect with like-minded individuals. Exactly. Good evening, Paul. Nice to see you in the chat. Thank you for your comment. Okay, so you guys are just getting a bit more active here, so I'll try to go quick. Anyone who thinks that this is all just Trump is seriously ignorant of the news, U.S. conservative movement. Okay, thank you for your comment. It's very possible. Who knows? Globalist puppets fill House of Commons in Ottawa. I know there's a lot of them. I know what else I know? I know that there's 11 of them who were wittingly, according to like credible sources, wittingly aiding foreign entities like China. And do we know who they are? No, we don't. Why don't we know who they are? Where's the transparency? Puppet of Justin Trudeau, you would say, says Matt. Yeah, you mean Carney? Like who's puppets though? I don't know. Like Carney seems like he's worse than Trudeau at this point. Two cheeks, same ass, con, lib, uniparty of China. I don't know if I agree with that. Not necessarily. You'd have to do a lot of evidence showing to convince me. David says, I think my 5 gifted memberships popped up twice. I only did it the once, but now I must. This is the second gifting of 5 for the night. Good luck, everyone who is about to bag one. Generous man, David, right there, dropping in with the 10 gifted memberships spreading to people. Thank you so much, David. I'm so excited for this members only live stream. I have to work out a time when I'll be able to do that. You guys will have to let me know. All the members will have to let me know in the chat, like if it would be better in like the early afternoon or the evening portions of the day, because I want to be like fully available and not distracted by kids or whatever, what have you. So yeah, thank you, David, for your generosity. Really appreciate you for the gifted memberships, and however they get distributed, apparently it's random. That's what we learned last time. Matt also says, I also wonder if you have an opinion on Pierre Trudeau, the father of Justin. We we was also he was also PM in your country. So like I wasn't here when that was the case, but wasn't I think we talked about this yesterday on the stream. Wasn't he the guy that was like vacationing for his honeymoon in the USSR? Was that him? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Like I think I remember and that was him. Like the guy loves communism. The Trudeaus and these like Laurentian liberal elites, they love communism for some reason. Like Mark Carney's book, I was reading this earlier today. There was a review, I think it was in the National Post, where someone was reviewing his book, and it literally outlines the fact that Karl Marx was one of Carney's like inspirations, like guys that he was admiring and like and who like guided his philosophy. So these commies, man, like why won't this stupid ideology just not die? When is this like dumb idea gonna die already? Like I already lived through it in the USSR. I can't believe it's still plaguing us here in the West. I thought like people in free Western countries were fully aware that communism doesn't work. Like not in theory, not in practice. It's immoral in theory. It's horrific in practice. Like what is going on? I don't know. Um, okay, so I already read that one, Matt. Okay, LOL says Robert. Okay, guys, I'll try to go faster, okay? Very nice of you. David says, Paul, yes, David is like the rock star of the show here, with the gifted, I think 10 gifted memberships today alone. The conservative movement worldwide is finally coming into this millennium. Well, I read that Gen Z is the first generation that is more conservative than the previous generation. So there is hope, guys, okay? There's hope for the conservative movement. So don't give up. We will press on. We will fight for freedom. We will defend truth. We will shout at the top of our lungs that a government funded media is not objective journalism. Okay? Like, we watch this unfold. I say we when I meant like me and my family. We watched this unfold in the Soviet Union where the news would come on and they would be like, yes, we're so amazing. The Soviet Union is the best and we're the most powerful and we're so great. Meanwhile, like America is living it up and we're lining up for 2 to 3 hours just to, at a chance to buy meat or just your basic food item. Okay, guys, so there's a comment here, and I don't know, is this a troll or a supporter? I can't decide. I'm gonna lean towards the fact that it's a supporter because it kind of looks good, but it also could be a double entendre if you read it real quick. So Jason says, "Cat is misinformation." To play on the word misinformation, the dirty word that the liberals like to use against us conservatives. Like we're all about misinformation and disinformation. Trudeau on the streets of Davos telling Ezra Levant from Rebel News, you guys are just a misinformation, disinformation agent. Like you were just rah! Chrystia Freeland on the streets of Davos when Rebel News caught up with her. They're like, you're working on behalf of Putin, she says in her Ukrainian accent. It was so funny. So I think you meant that as a compliment there. That's what I'm going to take it as. And if you meant it as a hateful comment, which I doubt, that's okay too. That's okay too. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, Jason Laboda. I'm deadpan Sam. Humor so dry you will need a shower. Okay. Okay. Oh gosh. Hopefully Pierre can come on stream one day. Well, you know what? His team was like, you should join a stream I think that the pleb was doing. So you never know. You never know. I think it like if you don't ask, the answer will always be no. But yeah, if you do ask, you might get what you want, which was cool because that's what I did when I went to Duncan to town hall, and I was like, can I have a few minutes with Pierre after the thing? Like, I'm not anyone. I'm just a girl on X, and a tiny little YouTube channel. Which would he talk to me? And they were like, sure. So that was cool. Jason says, howdy, howdy to you, my friend. You are, says Energy. Do you mean I'm misinformation or I'm misinformation? Is that what you mean? Joe says, sorry, Kat, gonna bail on you for Northern Perspective with Ryan and Tanya. That's okay. They're a great show. By all means, I'm nowhere in their level. So if they've got a show that's great, go ahead. Thanks for joining while you were here. If one person hesitated or thought twice about COVID jab from me online telling them not to jab, I did my bit. Well, we all worked really hard. Like, do you guys remember when that first came out? I remember it, and for like maybe a week or two, I was like, oh, what is this thing? And we're not even allowed to go outside. That's weird. Let me just go to this like construction site 3 blocks from my house where no one is with my kids just to go outdoors. And then like a week later, I was like, okay, this is complete and total BS. This is going to last forever, guys. Like, no, doctors in California are saying we're seeing patients. No one's dying. This is all just like a big overhyped thing. Like, chill out, everybody. And then they got censored. And then I was like, oh, okay, so this is really nothing. And the government wants to do something super nefarious here. I was aware real quick of what's going on. Exactly, David. Go check out Moose and the Loose. We're all like-minded here, so I'm passing on the credible people you should be following. Okay, cool. Thank you for your comment. Doe in 60 minutes, says Joe. Oh, are they on in 60 minutes? Well, then we have 60 minutes to hang out. Cool. Welcome. If you're staying, welcome. If you're going, enjoy the show over there. Michael Ma is 100%. Okay, yeah. Yes, Mark Carney says, Matt, John X Brown, true don't. Exactly. Do not do as the Trudeaus do. That was a mouthful. The Carney is far worse than FJT. Hey, honey. Oh, you painted nails. Okay, cool. My daughter's showing me her painted nails. Oh. I get party uninvite. Party don't jow. Okay. I have JOMO about parties. I get JOMO, like the joy of missing out. Sometimes I think I want to go to a party, but then I remember what a party actually entails, which is like socializing with people that you might not know. And being like a raging introvert, I'm like, JOMO, joy of missing out. Good evening, chat, says the Grime family. Welcome back, Grime family. Thank you for being in the comments. She will you stream question period? You know what? I've seen people do that. Like, is there interest in that? It's on there. Like, what do people want to hear what I have to say? It would be fun making fun of these people as it happens. Because sometimes when it gets lively and they're all like, "Roar," like at each other, it's pretty funny. So maybe I should consider doing that. Maybe I should consider just like live streaming question period every day, or the pressers that they hold. I don't know. And then we can all just laugh at it together, whoever can be in the chat at the time. Moonlit says, hi, Kat. I've immigrated to Canada from USSR as a child. Like me. You're like me. And I absolutely love what you do. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Moonlit. Yeah, well, that was me. I was 11 years old. We came in the early 90s. I didn't know anything about anything here. My mom raised us and we were just like trying to survive here in Canada. It was definitely way better than what we had back there, because by the time we left the USSR, we were literally unable to purchase like basic grocery items. And this one story I'll never forget, my mom telling me, where she was like trying to feed us, and it was like nothing to feed us from. There was like pasta and like water, boiled pasta and nothing else. And she's telling me this. She's like, you guys are telling me, Mom, it doesn't taste good. And she's like, my heart is breaking. And I was dying and my tears were flowing. And I was like, I can't believe I can't feed my kids. We got to get out of here. Yeah. So anything is better than that. So yeah, Moonlit. If you're on X, connect with me. Like, let's connect, because it's always good to connect with like-minded people. Looks like I won't be in the members chat. Oh, darn. Well, you can always access by becoming a member. I literally said it, I think it's like $1.50 for to become a member because I wanted it to make it accessible to people. And like obviously I'm just a girl on exit on YouTube trying to do this thing. So like if you want to support, you can. If you want to be a member, you can. It's very accessible. It's like the price less the price of a Tim's coffee. But if you can't, I totally understand too. That's fine. I totally get it. Um, David says, I think 6 p.m. Pacific time works, and it's not too late for our Eastern Patriots. That's my thoughts. Yeah. So I'm always thinking, like, it kind of sucks that I'm 3 hours behind, like, central Canada over there. It kind of sucks. Like, if I want to be on time and like record all the pressers and post them all and clip them all, I have to wake up at a super unreasonable hour, but whatever. Whatever. Yeah. Always trying to keep in mind, trying to keep in mind Eastern Standard Time when I do these things, or at least trying to drill that into my head. Joe says, I'm retired, not retarded, so anytime is a good time. Okay, cool. If you're able to watch anytime, that's cool. A members only live stream is coming, guys. Like that's a fact. It's already solidified. It's just we're going to figure out a matter of time of when, and then we'll have a grand old time just kind of hanging out a little more casually. I mean, this is casual, but even more casual where it's just like the 25 of us or however many. Why does Freeland always qualify her being unpaid for her Ukraine position? Sounds like she's trying to convince everybody. Says no thanks. You know, I still question that. I know she says it, but where is the proof of this? And like the sequence of events where she receives the offer, she doesn't say it to Carney, she doesn't disclose it. 2.5 billion goes to Ukraine in Canadian tax money, and then like several days later Zelensky makes the announcement and that's how we learn about it. Like I'm not saying anything nefarious went on, but the timeline just seems so sus to me, to use like hip lingo, like young people lingo. It seems so sus. It seems suspicious, you know? Um David says, Bernie Sanders honeymooned in the USSR. It's on video. Oh, it was Bernie Sanders. Okay. Well, then I'm sure Pierre Elliott Trudeau, had some sort of warm sentiment to say about the USSR. Like, or he visited Cuba and he lovingly looked at Fidel Castro or whatever, or his wife did at least. I don't want to assume anything there. I know people have jokes about that. Pierre Trudeau vacate in Cuba. Yeah. These guys love communist places. What's with that? Why do libs love communism? They're not beating the stereotype. They're not like beating the allegations that all libs are commies, you know? Joe, good point. Liberals want to control everything, says Energy Freak. True. They don't want to empower you, although they say, oh, we're going to help you with free daycare, free dental care, free this, free that, universal income. Just vote for us. We'll give you free things. They say they want to empower you, but in reality, they just want to control you. Typical leftists. They can't. That's the only way they can stay in power, is by disempowering you under the guise of we care about you. Daddy government cares about you. Vote for us. We'll be your daddy. We'll take care of everything. We'll pay for everything. Just vote for us. You know what I mean? User honest USSR honest communism. In Canada, it's sugar-coated BS. Well, yeah. The Soviet Union was not ashamed of saying we are communist. Communism is strength, power to the worker, power to the proletariat. And believe this or not, they even had the gall to tell us like Svoboda slova means free speech. We believe in free speech. And then like the dissidents on the street who tried to use their speech to advocate for free speech were disappeared real right darn quick. Okay. It's all a show. They don't believe in any of it. It's just say the thing that will get people to vote for you, to believe in you, but in reality, that's not the case at all. Marx and Stalin and Mao are mentioned in Marx's book Values. Yeah, see? I didn't read the book, but at this point, I think I want to read the book. I don't want to buy it because that would suck, but I want to read the book to know exactly what he says in there. And I know that's true because literally today I read a written review of the book published in the National Post whenever it was posted, and that's exactly it. Marx, Engels, and I guess Mao and Stalin, or if, yeah, you said Stalin, were his inspirations, like where he gets his ideas from. Capitalism bad, free market economy bad, overconsumption of meat, too much flying, all bad according to values, according to Mark Carney in his book Values. So he wants to control how much meat you eat, how much time you spend flying. Like, do you use a heat pump? Do you use a gas powered vehicle? He tells you that they're going to be like unsellable at some point in the future if libs get their way. So JB says, herein lays the problem. You and all the other conservatives creators are preaching to the choir unless you can reach the libtard sheep. You're falling on deaf ears. Well, says you. Unless they discover us. Well, they have discovered us on X. That's why they're calling me all kinds of names in the comments, and the things that I say online, the things that I say to that I believe to be true online really upsets them. So maybe you think I'm in an echo chamber. I don't think I am. I'm on Threads. You should go on my Threads account and just read the absolute sheer amount of like barrage of comments from leftists who can't actually tango with the arguments or just with a simple point or the simple fact that I'm presenting. And in the comments, they resort to their standard, you're ugly, you look like a man, leave the country, we're going to deport you, blah, 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 blah. So like, I appreciate your comment, but I think you're wrong. I don't think I'm in an echo chamber. And back to the live stream, as I was saying earlier, I'm on this new plane of level of plane where I'm just not responding to them with clapbacks, but I'm just saying, you know what? Don't be stressed. God bless you. It'll all be okay, little fella. Go touch grass. So, yeah. Okay, let me try and catch up a little bit here. Let me try and catch up a little bit. You guys are just getting way too fast for me in the chat. You're way too active. Thank you for all for being here. You know what? While I scroll back to kind of catch up, if you're not already, smash the like button on YouTube if that's where you're watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, because it really does help. It tells YouTube that more people should subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. If you want to access members only content on YouTube, become a YouTube member. I think it's the first tier is only at like less than $2. And if you're on X, if you're watching on X, consider subscribing there to support my efforts here. You'll get bonus content, like kind of goofy behind the scenes stuff that I post for my X account. And the bonus is if you subscribe on X, you get a purple little star in your comments, and that's priority interactions and comments and DMs from me if you're on X. So I appreciate everyone who does that. And yeah, if you feel like supporting an independent voice like mine in whatever way you can, please do. Subscribe, smash the like, leave a comment. If you can do more, become a YouTube member on YouTube, subscribe on X, etc. Like I try to make it very, very accessible for everyone. Like literally $2, I think. Less than $2 on YouTube for the first tier anyway. Yeah, okay, thank you. Moving on. Let me scroll all the way back. Oh, and just a reminder, I set a goal. Maybe it's not working really well this time. Oh well. I set a goal for super chats, like for 10 super chats, so that I can maybe get a second monitor. So if anyone wants to do that, that would be awesome. Wow, I really need to scroll back here. Okay, guys, I'll try to go faster, okay? I'll try to go way faster, okay? Here we go. Wow, I have to scroll back a little bit. Sorry, guys. Carney plagiarized the entire book. Really? I didn't know that. IQ person, him and JT made... Okay, to profit. Okay, preaching to the choir. Yes, okay, I know. Hopefully there's some people that aren't in the choir that I'm preaching to. I have using it for about a year. Next words, that's okay. Young folks are claiming UIT. Okay. They're not conservative. Elbozos up, the capitalist spy. Yes, I love that term, elbozos. Well, my father had to leave communist Poland for Austria, and my mother followed. So there's that. Yeah, communism is never good, guys. It's never good. Hey, let's clap for Jan Arden. She's so liberated. She blocked me so quick the moment I tweeted at her once. She cannot stand anything. Liberals use words above their comprehension, buzzwords like unilaterally and bilateral, supply chain, etc. Oh, how about multipolarity or plurilateral? Have you heard of plurilateral? That's Carney's $10 word right there. Much of this current love the commies is mostly driven by oikophobia, which is political, cultural type of nihilism. Okay. You need a mascot like a big lazy yellow dog. I do. I need a mascot. Hey girl, what's up, Dark Lady Mika? Nice to see you in the chat. No, when you said you're making a change for Canada in a good way. Okay. I was thrilled with the Communist Party of Poland. Yes, such a party really existed, was finally banned end of 2025, thanks to based president of Poland, Karol Nawrocki, pushing for that. Okay. I was shocked how Canada just bent over the pokey poke. Yeah. Yes, me too, David. Me too. I was very shocked as well. Show me your papers. You want to go to the movies? You want to go to the restaurant? Show me your papers. I gave them the benefit of the doubt for those 2 weeks to flatten the curve, but after that, BS meter on high for sure. Literally for sure. Moose chart tells you everything you need to know about Mark Carney. Okay. Thank you for that. Yes, get in on it. The pleb, Northern P, Daisy, Mario. Yeah, great accounts. Absolutely. Governor Carney's being blasted, so he has to run and fly and avoid accountability in Canada. Yes, he's been in hiding. We know this. Moose needs a bigger wall to chart Carney's conflicts of interest, more red strings and jazz hands. You know that meme? He's like that meme with the cigarette. He needs more red string for sure. Good for him for doing that if that's what he did. Katie says, Jason, no one calls, if you mean me, no one calls me Katie. It's either Kat, Katrina, or back in the old days, Kate. My friend ran for LibMP for 11 years until 2011. He tempts me privately. He's not liberal and agrees with my points of view. He said running for MP, worst decision was deputy mayor as well. Okay. Rockstar dropping in here with a $20 super chat from Paul. Paul, thank you so much. You sent a super sticker, no chat, but you sent a super sticker. Thank you for the support. We're going to call you the unofficial sponsor of the live stream with the yellow super chat there. Appreciate you. Thank you to everyone. Yeah, so I've set a goal for 10 super chats, and there is no minimum for the goal. I just wanted, because as you see me like leaning in to read your comments, because I probably should have a separate monitor where I can have the chat like displayed, so I don't have to like do this with my 40-plus-year-old eyes. Paul, thank you so much for the super sticker. Really appreciate you for this for the super sticker and the support. Thank you. If anyone else wants to send one in, that's I can display that. And my goal, I think I set it at 10. So that's the goal. We need a second monitor so you guys don't have to deal with my face up close when I'm trying to read your comments. Okay, I'll try to back up here for the chats. Okay, the Prime Minister of Poland thought is not based, very woke. Okay, very woke. I didn't know that. You mean the current one? Basically, the Polish Carney, Polish Biden. Okay, I can't decipher that. Same says Moonlit. Joe says, when I watch Question Period, I'm reminded of Rain and Schuster, old comedy show from the 70s. I wasn't around for that, but I'll trust your judgment on it there, Joe. Kat, I partied in the 80s. Sorry if you missed that. Yeah, so in the 80s, I was busy being born and being in the Soviet Union, not knowing anything about the free Western world. So forgive me if I'm not, not too familiar with the 80s party scene. Thanks for sharing. I can definitely relate. Yes, agreed. for sure. Some advice, Cat, install a few mods in your chat. They will take over the burden of troll removal. Yeah, so I know that that's a thing, but I think that comes down the line when there's actually like trolls to actually remove. Currently, we don't have that. We just have people who are disagreeing, and it's fun. We got to let them in, and we got to talk about it, and respectfully, and not insult them like they insult us, etc. So when the time comes, if there is a time that comes where mods are needed, for sure. Sorry, but I won't give YouTube a dime. That's okay. You don't have to give YouTube a dime, no problem. If you do want to shun YouTube, but you do support the freedom of speech platform X, you could subscribe to me there and access bonus content there and get priority interactions and comments and DMs. My son is trying to to raid the stream with his little tang drink. Not now, honey. At the end, okay? I got to get through these chats. I'm behind. I'm so behind. Matt, even though I was born and raised in Austria, I do have the Polish citizenship because of my parents. I don't have my Moldovan citizenship. Non-members, to opt into YouTube gifted memberships, click on the dollar icon next to the live chat on channel that offers them and select the option to allow gifts. Oh, there you go. Thank you for letting us know, David. See, I'm learning so much already. This is my second or third live stream where members are like live and active, or memberships are available and live and active for anyone who wants to opt in. Yeah, cheers. It's 9:13 Atlantic time. Okay, let's get through these. Let's speed through these. Roll call. Tottenham, Ontario here. Cheers. Carney is folding like a cheap suit in Beijing. Yes, he is. He's already like caving to Trump. CRA should deploy to Ukraine to audit our tax money. Yes, they should. There's no oversight. And yes, new Rocky president and Tusk PM are having a battle for power in Poland. The president in Poland was veto power. Okay. I don't know too much about what's going on over there. 2.5 is her pay. Oh, do you mean the 2.5 bill for Freeland? For Freeland, I don't want to call her any mean names. Lump sum kickback, no salary needed. Just saying. The folded Carney's laundry. Trump folded Carney's laundry with him in it. Dark Lady Mika. Bernie Sanders is woke. Is a woke of my fave YouTubers. Does great impression making fun of him. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Like attracts like. Yes. No ruling class panicking. They're losing grip. UBI, universal basic income. Scary. KGB, Putin was an agent of them. Yeah. Yes. Soviet Union, the people knew where they stood. You said Sloboda corrects as freedom. Sloboda is not a Russian word. In Russian, it's svoboda, but yes. Just think of the fraud that's happening with all the social programs in Canada, like Minnesota. Yeah, so in Minnesota, there's fraud, hey? Major fraud with those daycares, with the Leering centers. With the Leering centers. And Putin's grandfather was Stalin's and Lenin's personal chef, Spiridoin Ivanovich Putin. Okay, I didn't know that. Preach, save Canada. We're trying. This is why we're not shutting up. We're not going to go down. We're going to go down swinging. Libs will subsidize your life. All you have to do is bend over when we tell you. Exactly. That's not freedom. I don't want to live. I don't want to. I'd rather like die on my feet than live on my knees. That's the quote, I think, that goes along with that comment. I would rather become American than live in China province. Exactly. Thank you. Canadians do not touch grass this time of year. We tread snow. Snow is also great. I love snow. I hope some falls here so that I can take my kids like sledding. Tom McDonald has a good song called Names. It's about the left. I love Tom McDonald as an artist. He's so talented. Sorry, I'll take a comment break. That's okay. By all means, we're all here. The Grime family. Carney boasts he's globalist, a global communist coalition racing to the total control at the risk of starting from scratch after destroying mankind. They have bunkers and underground cities. I've heard of this. I've heard of the bunkers. Like, do they know something we don't know? But they can't escape God, though. That's the thing. There's an ultimate apocalypse coming, and they won't be able to survive that one. No mountain will protect them. Wow, a live show, must watch. Welcome, Greg. Yeah, we're doing live shows. Didn't he plagiarize his thesis? Someone already said that. I don't know. Did he? I don't know. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, look, you guys are saying hello to each other. How fun. I think I already showed this one, but once again, I'll just display it. Paul, the rock star with the super sticker. Thank you so much for the yellow sticker super chat. Appreciate the support. Um, when a liberal says, let me be clear, grab a rain jacket because you're about to be peed on. You're about to be peed on. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Paul says David for the support. Thank you for everyone who does support. Did your monitor fund? Did your monitor your monitor fund? Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. I'm trying to do a monitor fund today. The goal is 10 super chats. I think we passed the hour though. I think I kind of missed it, but that's okay. You could still send in a super chat if you want, because it would be nice to see a chat bigger where I don't have to go like this to read you guys, to interact with you guys for your monitor. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate you so much. That's awesome. I will have one eventually, and it'll be so much easier to do this, especially when we do a members only live stream. It'll be great. God bless Kat. Godspeed. Thank you so much. No Man Legend, thank you for the words of encouragement. Yes, the current Prime Minister of Poland. Okay, thank you for the clarification. I remember Lech Walski and Solidarnosc. Anyone remember that? You'll have to inform me. Wayne and Schuster. Okay. Fighting for Giants and Drunks. Cool. You should set one of those buy me a coffee accounts. I think that will bypass YouTube. I do have one actually. I don't try to plug it too often because I don't want to be spammy with it, but it's the link in my YouTube bio. So like if you wanted to bypass YouTube's like 30% cut and just fund my coffee habit, support me with a coffee, you could do that. You could do that there. I think it's also in my pinned no, it's not in my pinned comment on X. You got to dig for it. I should try to pin that more often in places. Thank you for reminding me, David. Yes, I do have one. I do have one. People can support with a coffee or several if they're feeling up to it, to support the channel, to support the live stream, to support my content, to enable me to do this like way more often, which is the ultimate goal, is to just do this way more often and hang out and just shoot the breeze with everyone in the chat and discuss the latest crazies that craze that the liberals have foisted upon us. No dual citizenship for me too, not allowed in Austria. Darn, they don't allow that? YouTube needs an island and yachts too. I guess they do. I guess they do. We can't exactly escape them, can we? Lucky girl, born in the 80s. You missed Trudeau's father, the destroyer of Alberta. Oh gosh, poor Alberta. They're fighting for their life over there right now. Yeah, I wasn't here until the early 90s. I was born in the 80s, but I wasn't in Canada until the early 90s. Oh, Barry, welcome back. Nice to see you. Hey and hello. I wonder if Trump and Carney actually have a deal. Slowly drain Canada, then give it. Who knows? Who knows? Because like he said one thing, then he said another. Carney praises him in person and then like backstabs him when he's traveling to Davos and trying to be this like anti-Trump, like new world order leader. Who the heck knows with these people? Yeah, Unacceptable Fringe does a funny Trump impersonation. Okay. I wish I could do one, but I don't think a woman can. We're not as funny. We're just not as funny. Plus, we don't have the voice capabilities. Minnesota is child's play compared to California. I wouldn't doubt it. Gavin Newsom, pretty scary over there. Basically, the woke test government is trying to obstruct Milwaukee. Okay, similar to the Dems trying to obstruct Trump in the US, so that you understand it a bit better. That clarifies it a bit. Thank you. Ooh, second Alberta becomes a 51st state. I'm aiming up, Texas North. I know a lot of conservative American pundits are like, Alberta, you got to get out. You got to get out and you got to join us. Either become independent, and if you don't become independent, join us. We need you. We could use you. I would rather be a Canadian, to be honest. I want us to have our freedom. Exactly my sentiment. I don't want to have to look to the US and be like, hey, those guys are free. They appreciate freedom. We should be more like them. I want to stay where I am. And I want us Canadians to admire freedom and to fight for freedom and to just stand for all things freedom, freedom of speech, freedom of everything, freedom of the press, etc., as much as they like it over there. But for some reason, we're just so woke over here that you have people championing the fact that Carney is cozying us up to the CCP. So there's that. There's that. So, but I so agree with your sentiment. I so agree. Like, can we just please be more thirsty and hungry for all things freedom? Please, please, can we? We fund the bankers and fart in the air intakes day after Taco Tuesday. Okay, cryptic. You can Google Spiridon Ivanovich Putin. I'm not making them up, unlike wokies. I believe you. I haven't looked into it, but I'll check it out. No 51st separate Alberta, no taxes. Yeah, I know they're fighting for the life over there. Good for them. Wookiees with solar system. What solar system are you in? I think they meant wokies, not Wookiees. Imagine a lot of Canadians are considering moving to here. To where? To Alberta? It's all for show. Okay. Alberta 51st, Golden Dome, cheap beer, gas and guns. Can't say no to the guns. Nope, I'm not Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's got dual citizenship. Regular don't get that. Only if you do something big for Austria. Okay. Natives being transparent will become our biggest scandal. No comment. Alberta is the real deal. Cowboys, gas and grass. Hugging. Okay. We need an actual constitution in Canada, not some flimsy Bill of Rights. I know some people, there's people championing that out there. We need something better. There's a poll next. Who rather prefer has, and Pierre is winning. It has over 29,000 votes by Canada Polling. Okay. I'm already here. Welcome. Oh God, I think I caught up. I caught up with the chats, you guys. Sorry for being extra slow. I'm going to take this moment to take a sip, to just get a little bit hydrated with my juice, with my happy juice. Sorry if I'm making that ASMR for you guys. Didn't mean to do that. I'll back away from the mic. No one wants to hear me sip this. The Grime family. Did you follow the $8 billion barn Trudy built, installed with elevator, yet only one floor barn, and no one knows Emmett the elevator goes? Yeah, I think he was doing a huge reno in that residence. I forget what it's called. Wherever the heck the prime minister at the time resides, like their cottage, their village, whatever. Yeah, I think there was like a huge upgrade. I'll take your word on that. If I'm not sure about the specifics, but I know that they were upgrading majorly, spending a lot of taxpayer money to do it, while veterans were asking for too much than we can give right now, right? Am I right? When Alberta separates, what will happen to the Canadian dollar? It's a good question. Silverfeet. That's right. Rideau Cottage. Yeah. It's such wild times right now. Alberta is like fighting for their life to be free of the oppression imposed upon them from Ottawa. So yeah. Is this my friend D-Rock? Like D-Rock, is this my friend D-Rock with the questions? I don't know. If that's you, hi. 24 Sussex under disrepair. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, let's get in line here. My autocorrect's where with Emmett. Sorry. Oh, gotcha. That's okay. Let me just go back to your comment, the Grime family, so I don't read Emmett as where. Did you follow? Yeah, okay. Installed with elevator. One for barn knows where the elevator goes. Yeah. They spend so much money. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It will become the Canadian Tire dollar. Tarmac. They already make fun of our monopoly money. And if that's not enough, After if Alberta does separate, what will become of our dollar? It'll become Canadian Tire dollar. Yeah. Oh, so you're confirming it's you. Hi, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Um, wait, you're saying your posts keep getting blocked? What do you mean? Here on YouTube, be more specific. Because I see your chat. Like here you are. You're here. Yeah, truck autocorrect. It calls her Katie. It's Cat. Auto smart stopped phone. Okay. Let's just try typing a little bit more accurately so you guys are not making me sound so goofy on stream. Because I don't want to sound too goofy. Someone's gonna clip that and be like, some lefty's gonna clip that and it's gonna be like, look, she can't even say words properly. She's so stupid. Lols, silver feet. Yeah. Let's be a little kind to Kat and just try to type out our comments so that where I'm not guessing what you're typing so that some Karen 1181 doesn't come accidentally onto my stream and is like, look, she can't even speak. She's so dumb. She's so dumb. Brookfield Monopoly Edition. We all rent, own nothing, and eat the bugs. Eat the bugs. If you ever want to know how much Stockholm Syndrome liberal Canadians have, the Klaus Kellerman channel will blow your mind. Thank you for letting us know, Frank Hardy. Whoever is interested in that Stockholm Syndrome, go check that out. I'm hoping he pays us like Greenland and I'll finally have savings. Yeah. Do you guys think he's like, what do you guys think about Greenland? Like, I know he is like, we're going to take Greenland. And then is typical Trump is like, he says the most outrageous thing. And then the next offer sounds way more reasonable. Do you guys think anything's going to come of that? It makes more sense for a superpower to be there because what's currently there? Like, it's the Arctic. Don't they have to, protect? Don't we have to think about like ICBMs from Russia, like coming over from Russia to this side of the hemisphere? Don't we want something powerful over there? I don't know. People get so mad when I say, well, maybe the superpower should be there. It's definitely not going to be us. Our military is in free fall. We're all obese. Like 3/4 of them are obese. We don't have enough equipment, etc. Like what's happening there? Don't buy Chinese. Don't buy Canadian Tire then. Okay. How much there's is anything made in Canada anymore? Honestly? Karen 1181 is here. Run. Run. No, we're not scared of Karen. We want to talk to Karen. We want to highlight Karen's derangement if she's here. There is no Karen here, guys. I made up a fictional character. There is no Karen, but it's just what I imagine a liberal username to be, Karen 1181. HonkTube is here. HonkTube, welcome. The YouTube algorithm will delete some posts for unknown reasons, but if you repost them, they usually will show up then. Huh. Delete some posts. Like, what do you mean? Like posts that I make or that you make? Unless I repost them. I don't even know of a repost option on YouTube, so I'm not sure what you mean there. You can clarify if you want. Funny how the mainstream eats up every blowhard Trump declaration. They suffer from TDS. This is the thing. Like, they can't take him for what he is. They can't accurately assess him for they can't separate his bombastic personality and some of the things that he says out of his like Trump-esque, Trumpian kind of over the top personality where if anyone, well, I haven't actually read it, but according to people who have and who are smarter than me, who have read The Art of the Deal and know about negotiation, they say Trump's book, The Art of the Deal, he says like he'll present an outrageous claim, an outrageous deal, and then people be like, whoa, like, what are you, nuts? No, thank you. That's too much. That's crazy. And then he'll follow up with something more reasonable and then be like, oh, okay, well, that seems more like it. Yeah, I could work with that. So like, that's what he's doing all the time, I think. And people need to realize that, I think. Europe won't pay like Canada, so he will buy Greenland. It would be really interesting to see what happens with that. I'm so interested to see what happens with that. Income tax returns will be Trump's will be Timmy's roll up the rim to win cups. Chinese. Chinese. I'm so getting clipped and canceled right now on this stream. Our army dudes on moose flinging maple syrup. Correction, Tarmac. Obese dudes on moose flinging maple syrup. Okay, get it straight. Maybe flinging. God forgive me, flinging tampons soaked in maple syrup because you need to have tampons in the males' bathrooms in the Canadian military because we're politically correct here. Karen 1181 stalks my posts. I'm sure there's a Karen 1181 who stalks all of our posts. There is a Karen that stalks my post, and I hate that I even know her name. I think it's Barbara Levesque. She stalks my posts on X, and she's so mad about me. She's so mad about me being on X saying what I think. And the haters of cats suffer from KDS. Look, I don't want to make it sound like I'm a thing. I'm not a thing. I'm just a girl on X and like trying my hand at YouTube here. But there is a certain level of these people just being absolutely so triggered by me being on X and saying the things that I think that you're not the first one, Matt, to say like a KDS is a thing. There, it may be a microscopic, infinitesimal amount obviously in comparison to TDS. But if you go on my page and you browse the comments for fun and you want to laugh, you will laugh at some of these KDS comments. It's true. It's true. It exists in a small, teeny tiny, dusty corner of the internet on my page in the spam section. KDS exists. It's true. My name is actually Karen and I'm 55 and Caucasian. I want to claim my name back. My name was ambushed with the rainbow. I hate saying my name. Okay, Karen. Obviously, the name Karen has been used in a derogatory way. If your name is Karen and you're super based, like an awesome conservative person, you are a rock star. We love you. We love a conservative Karen, and we absolutely disassociate it from like the Barbara Levesques that stalk me in the comments. Okay. So appreciate you being here. Thank you for letting me know. And I do not conflate the two. Sorry, I didn't mean to fling my straw there. I do not conflate the two. You rock. And thank you for being in the chat and being a regular commenter in the stream. We can differentiate. We have discernment here and we can differentiate between the two. Okay. So love you so much, Karen. There's two different kinds. Okay. And obviously you're the base kind. So thank you for being in the chat and thank you for letting me know. Now I know your name. So that's cool. We're on a first name basis now. I'm Kay, you're Kay, I'm Kat, you're Karen. We're in the conservative space. We're fighting for freedom. We're fighting for truth. Cheers. Cheers. Post in the chat thread, repost equals write the same comment again. Okay. I'm not quite catching up to that one. MSM is American News Laundromat. Okay. American News Laundromat. Yeah. They mainstream media certainly has abandoned their role as actual media, haven't they? Am I too close to the mic, by the way? I never know how to set the proper controls on here so that I'm not like screaming at you guys and I'm also not being too quiet. Sarah says, the way liberals, globalist left, and their mainstream media keep cycling in same patterns with Trump, I feel like it's all fake to fool us plebs into mass psychoses, and they keep gaining more control and wealth. Well, there's certainly some sort of like agenda going on. They certainly love like the TDS stuff and to fearmonger about Trump. They take him literal when he shouldn't be, etc. And I'm just like, hey guys, let's just see how it plays out. Let's not jump higher than we can at the moment, you know? Silver Feet says, if USMCA is canceled, we all TN visas will be invalid. Will all TN visas will be invalid? I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, Kat, just read select comments. A lot of comments are banter. in the comments. Yeah, well, I'm just kind of connecting with everyone here. I'm just starting out with the live stream, so I'm sure there's going to come a point where too many and too many too fast are coming in. I won't be able to keep up with anyone. At which point it'll be like the members and the super chats that kind of have to stand out. But right now we're hanging out. We're getting to know each other. By the way, no men and women's sports, and Riley Gaines is a legend. Yes, I love Riley Gaines. She's so great. D Rock says, "Grr, it did it again. Here, I will try this way. You know the movie with Jim Carrey who could not tell a lie, liar, liar. Reduce the title to one word and try looking up that domain. Do it live. What domain? I'm like 20 comments deep here. I can't keep I can't keep every thread in my head alive. D-Rock. About 70,000 people in Greenland in 1942, 140,000 Japanese nationals were relocated to the west coast of North America. It's crazy what you can justify. Okay, thank you for that comment. The Grime family, use your nickname or second name. No, let her use her name, Karen. It's Karen. That's okay. There's two different kinds. We love the Karen. Although I'm not offended, and the media Karens pee me off too. You're awesome. Well, you're awesome back. Love you. Thanks for being in the chat. Obviously, come on, guys. Like we can distinguish here whether it's that or I know like boomers get a bad name, but I obviously know there are super based boomers out there that are completely conservative and they know what's up and they're not following the CBC and they're following independent voices and they're supporting independent channels and like we're smarter than them, okay? America could just give all the people on Greenland a mid-sized town for all their people in America. Yeah. Yeah. Christia should replace Christia. Mr. Speaker. Yeah. I can differentiate. I have no ill like the name doesn't mean anything. It's more just I know it's been used terribly, but yeah. Riley Gaines is great for sure. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Someone who is useless other than a coat rack, they should be called a turdo. I used to misspell his name like that too. It used to make a lot of people laugh. Yeah. Yeah, true. Um, look, guys, I know my hour ran out for the goal for super chats, but I still would love if like even that goal could be partially met because I'm trying to do this more often and I'm trying to do it in a way where I could do it more efficiently. So if anyone wants to participate in that goal where I think I set a goal of 10 super chats or super stickers. If you want to participate in that, you could still send one in. We have one and only so far, 1 out of 9. Paul the Rockstar with a super sticker, send it in, a yellow colored one. Thank you, Paul. If you guys want to participate in that goal that I set for this live stream, you can still do that. There is no minimum. If you want to become a YouTube member, you could still do that to access YouTube like member only content and upcoming live stream that I'm planning for members. I think there's about 25 of us right now, 25 members there. So yeah, if you want to support the channel, consider smashing the like button, subscribing to the channel, leaving comments, sending in a chat. And if you want to become a member, you could do that as well. I think it's like $2 I think that's what I set it at. Maybe even less for the first tier. And then the next tier, I think is like $3. So it's very accessible. If you want to access member only content, which I've already posted a bunch of videos there, consider becoming a YouTube member to support. Or send a super chat or a super sticker or a super thanks so that I can set up my monitor here on the side and view this chat on a much bigger screen so I don't have to do this to read. And yeah, it'll be so much fun when we're able to set up a live stream where it's just the members in our members only stream. Ryan Herbert sent in a super sticker. Thank you, Ryan. So that's 2 out of 10 now. So that we're 20% there. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like I said, there's no minimum. So we're aiming for 10 super chats or super stickers that will go towards a monitor so that I can view this chat in a much bigger screen, so that I can add a second screen. Because I know like the professional, or not the professional, whatever you want to call them, the people who have been doing this like way longer than I have, they have like a whole setup going on. They don't have just one bright light here, like they've got two where they're like super lit up, and their camera is not just like a little webcam that you get off of Amazon. It's like super fancy and high def and whatever. I still don't know how to work any of that stuff, so for now I'm just doing with what I have. But it would be super nice to have all your chats displayed in a separate screen, on a bigger screen, where I can just maximize it and I can just like shift my eyes maybe half an inch and see. So thank you to Paul who sent one in. Thank you to Ryan who sent one in. We've got Paul who's just become a member. Thank you, Paul, so much for that. So you already have access to members only content, and we're planning a members only live stream maybe this week. If not this week, then maybe early next week, so that I'm less distracted, because that's going to be a time where I can do that with less distractions. So yeah, we've got a goal of 10 super chats or super stickers, and everyone who becomes a YouTube member can access member only content right away, and the upcoming member only streams. So thank you, Paul, for that. And if you are still in the stream and you haven't subscribed already on YouTube, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, send me in your chats so I can read them on stream. I'm trying to keep up here, like between the two. So yeah, if you are in the stream still, thank you for being here. Sorry for the shameless plug. I gotta remind, because bear with me. I gotta remind because obviously not everyone's here for like the full 2-hour stream. People are in and out for like 5-7 minutes, however. And wish my girlfriend was an astronaut, says Jason. Yeah, she's a rock star there with her astronaut outfit, isn't she? I also recommend you to follow Paula Scanlon. Her handle is Paula Y Scanlon on X. Okay. She unfortunately also shared a locker room with Will Thomas. Oh gosh. Okay. Poor girl. My heart goes out to her. Okay, 1 second, guys. I just gotta pause here for 1 minute to chat with husband for one quick second. I'm just gonna mute myself for a sec. Stay. Okay, I'm back. Thank you, Paul, for your message. Silver Feet, the streams are fun. Thank you for the super chat. So that's 3 out of 10, I think. And Barry, I'm broke at the moment. Sorry, don't be sorry. I'm broke too. Like, if you're broke, don't send anything in. Thank you. I appreciate the support, but yeah, we're all struggling here. Sent you something in the X chat since I don't send here on X. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate it. Yes, says Ryan Herbert. You saw it. Great. Yes, I did. I did see it. What would your dream background be like for this show? Well, something a bit more fancy than this. Do backgrounds matter? I don't know. Do they? I'm not sure. Is it over? Is what over? Just stepped away for a sec. That's okay. Mama's away, guys. Get up to no good. Don't call me that. Don't call me mama. Also, Paula is a close friend of Riley. I've got pictures together, which are really sweet. Okay. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back, guys. I'm back. I'm here. I haven't gone anywhere. They've got up. Correction. Also, Paula is a close friend of Riley. Okay. All right. Now I'm caught up. Thank you, everyone. So have we met our goal? I know not the official goal that we met, but we've got Paul with a super sticker, Ryan with the super sticker, Silver Feet with the super chat. These streams are fun. Thank you for your message. We've got Barry with the super chat. Thank you so much. And let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, 4 out of 10. That's not bad. That's almost halfway. That's okay. We've been going for an hour and 30 minutes here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you being here. From Lennon's Team Live, Comrade Cat. It'd be funny if it wasn't so painful. I wish I've met them and took pictures with them. Yeah, great girls. For me personally, you stand out from other creators because you put your face out there for major events and issues. Otherwise, I wouldn't have come across you during the election, boots on the ground. Well, I tried. Like, this is the thing. I tried. So, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Brian drops in with a super sticker. So that's 5 out of 10. I guess I have to maybe name my goal out loud so people know there's a goal going. Thank you so much, Brian, for the super sticker. Really appreciate you and the support. And this will all be worth it when I can see your comments on a huge screen right next to my little laptop screen. Ryan drops in with also a super chat. So that's 6 out of 10. Looking friend to live in with liberals in power. If they get a majority, my family and I are leaving Canada. I can understand that sentiment. And by the way, thank you for sending that super chat in. I appreciate it, Ryan. Yeah, that is. I understand that sentiment. Thank you. I understand that sentiment. Pam says, thank you to whoever gave me a membership. Enjoy your new membership and enjoy the member-only content there, Pamela. I thought it was funny. They went after you as a Russian influencer. I knew you're 100% Canadian. Well, it was like, it's just so silly. It's so lazy. It's so lazy. It's so lame. Like, what are you? Do you have any critical thinking skills? You just call everyone that you disagree with a Russian whatever? Okay, fine. Call me that. I'm not. A liberal MP in the House of Commons had to apologize, like not on the floor, but he had to apologize for calling me that, for lying about me and calling me that I'm paid by a foreign government, but people are still on that. So it's funny. Okay. Did we catch up with our goal here? Let's see. Did we get close to our goal? We've got 1 from David, 2 from Ryan, 3 from Silver Feet, 4 from Barry, and 5 from Brian, and 6 from Ryan. Okay, so 6 out of 10. Pretty close. 6 out of 10. That's fun. Pretty close. I meant that to be done in like an hour, but I guess you have to say that there's a goal going on. I thought YouTube would let people know. But anyway, thank you to everyone who supported. I appreciate you guys with that. All your super stickers, all your super chats. Yeah, Comrade Cat. They call me that like as a gotcha on X. It's so funny. It's so funny. I literally fled the USSR, the country what Russia is. Exactly. I fled the Soviet Union. I came to a free country. Like, to call me Comrade Cat, like as an insult, or Kremlin Cat or whatever, is just like, whatever. Okay. Sure thing. Sure thing. Say what you gotta say. It's your conscience, not mine. I want to flee to USSR, less communist than here. Well, not quite, not quite. Food deficits galore, but we're on our way, aren't we? We're on our way. Sorry, guys. I have to take a sip because I'm so thirsty. So thirsty. Okay, so Ryan's a member, and he's like, well, at Palm, I wish I could give members out. I'm too old. No, I think it does it randomly. I think you have to activate it on your own channel. So if you want to receive a membership when someone gifts memberships, you have to enable it on your own channel somewhere. I think someone said it earlier in the chat. They described how to do it. You just got to go and play with the settings of your own channel to be able to receive a gifted membership if someone is handing them out. It's random. It's random. So, well, Belarus still exists. That's still USSR like Russia. Yes, Belarus does still exist. Karen's here and the good kind. My MP Wayne Long told me over the phone I was a conspiracy theorist stuck in Pierre Poilievre's hate-mongering social media bubble. Said he couldn't believe I didn't support money to Ukraine, was angry. What a dork. What a dork. Sorry that we don't want our money being unvetted and sent to some foreign country. Like, good grief. If the Libs win a majority in the spring, you're moving to Alberta. Well, if you're able to move, good for you. I'm currently stuck here, but good for you if you're able to move. Libtards in Ottawa, anti-Putin, warmongers in EU want war. All idiots. Yeah, there's some wars that they support and some wars that they don't support. They don't really have consistency, do they? Yeah. Wow. I finally caught up. And you guys are giving me a break here with like a nice pace of comments coming in. Thanks for being here. Libtards and okay, I already read that one. Cool. So I think probably I'll be wrapping it up in the next maybe 20 minutes or so. So if anyone wants to help reach my goal of 10 super stickers or super chats, I think we're at 6 out of 10 currently. You still have time to send one in. Or if you want to become a YouTube member to access member-only content and upcoming live streams, which I'm planning to do, you still have time to do that. Thank you guys for being here in the chat with me. Thank you for all your thoughts, your comments, your subscriptions, your messages, your chats, your likes, your everything. Really appreciate you. This is just so fun to just hang out with people who are like-minded and chat about things that matter in our country, that's happening in our country currently. Barry says, Canadians, we cannot give up. Don't forget that this is our country. We are Canada. Thank you. My sentiment right there. Don't give up. Don't let these people win. Do what you can. Say what you can. Support the voices that say the things that you believe in. And you can't just like hang your hands and give up. Like, I know sometimes it feels like black pill moments exist and you're just like, what's the point? But you know what? There is a point. So long as we have breath, so long as we have will, we will continue to press on to save this country in whatever way we can. Obviously, it's not going to be just one person doing one thing. It's going to take a collective of us teaching our kids to enjoy freedom, to cherish it, to treasure it, to fight for it, etc. But we have to do this. We can't just do nothing. We can't just be like those like NPCs who just watch CBC and think everything is hunky dory. We can't do that. Brian says it's nice to chat around the continent for freedom. Good night, Kat and Chad, conservative patriots worldwide. Thank you for being in the chat, Brian. Appreciate your message. Yes, my sentiments exactly. Good night to you. Let's not give up. Freedom is worth fighting for. We're not Carney's Canadians, though. Yeah, we're not. We're Canadians who love our country as it was before this lost decade of liberal tyranny, I guess you could call it. I might stay in BC if we get a BC prosperity party. Okay, like, do you mean like one BC? Because currently that's the only viable option that I see. The only people with a backbone is them so far. Honestly, on a serious note, I do have got big hatred towards Putin because, in my opinion, he's responsible for the death of Polish president in 2010. Google Smolensk air disaster, Cat. like, there isn't a leader that we look up to or we worship, obviously. None of them. Like, I personally, I know where my worship belongs, and that's to God only. And everyone else is a fallen person if you hold a Christian worldview. So yeah, like, these guys, it's too easy to be corrupt when you're gifted power. I know that. I don't know, Kat. You could rock a USSR party looking studio and change name than Canadian Communist Cat, but Comrade Cat just sounds great. Yeah, obviously my setup is pretty basic right now. Like, if I could have fun stuff, I would have like a whole wall with a background and a shelf and display my trinkets and my goodies. But so far, all I have, you can't really see it, but I'll point to it right here. I have my hit piece on me. Well, it's not directly on me, but it's a hit piece that's like by Press Progress. It's meant to be sort of against me. They have my video that I did with my friend Lauren to try and imply that that's somehow nefarious, like, even though no one was charged with anything. And anyway, and then I also have this frame here is the apology tweet, the apology post from that Liberal MP Mark Garrettson, who lied about me on X being funded by a foreign government. So those are my two current trophies right now. And I would have them like on a shelf, more visible, more displayed if I could, along with my caps that are pretty based, that would trigger a lot of lefties. But yeah, my dream setup would be something like that. I couldn't afford to move across the hall. Fortunately, I already live in a 400 square foot, $17.50 a month, one bedroom pod, still eating food. Yeah, no crickets yet. Have faith. I have faith in God, and I try to be thankful that, like, as long as I have a roof over my head, food in the fridge and on the shelves and in my belly and in my kids' bellies, like, I'm grateful for that. So yeah, there's things still to be grateful for, but a lot of things to fight for still as well. Can Ontario leave Canada? Do they want to? I've never heard of any separation movement sentiment coming out of there. I heard it from Quebec, heard it from Alberta, haven't heard it from Ontario. Carney is not Canadian. He doesn't even live here. He literally said he identifies as a European. That European globalist WEF dude came in, swooped in out of nowhere, and thinks like he can tell Canadians, hey, guess what? Your centuries old relationship with the US is now over. Shut up, Carney. Dear Christ, Karen, where is 400 square feet, 1,700 a month, GTA Vancouver? Yeah, there's really expensive places in Canada. True, Jesus Christ is our King. Yes, he is. He's our King. He's our Lord. He's our Savior. He's my personal Lord and Savior, and he's the only, the truth, the way, and the life. No one comes to the Father but through him. Amen. Karen 1181 sounds like new Terminator robot future. Scary. I didn't mean to make up that handle. Sorry about that. I don't know where 1181 came from anyway. You met Dallas Brody last week. She's quite inspiring. She is so inspiring. I've spoken with her twice on video. She's just such a great woman. I love her. I'm from Ontario. I wish Ontario would separate from Ottawa. Ottawa literally is the cancer, isn't it? Like, they're just making it worse for everyone in Canada. St. John, New Brunswick, not a wealthy province or city. Yeah. Okay. So where did we end up on our goal? Like, was it 6 out of 10? We have Ryan with the super chat 1, Brian with the super sticker 2, Barry with the super chat 3, Silver Feet with a super chat 4, and Ryan with the super sticker 5, and Paul with the super chat 6. So that's where we landed. Hey, okay, 6 out of 10 is not bad. Not bad. I think I still got like 10 minutes. So if anyone wants to help me reach the goal of 10 super chats or super stickers, there is no minimum. You could do that still. It'll be going towards the monitor so that I can see. Yes, if you're asking if it's Lauren Southern, yes, it was Lauren Southern. I did a video with her, and it was just basically sounding the alarm about socialism, communism types of things happening in Canada. And people took that to mean that I'm paid by Russia. I don't know. Why is CSIS not like knocking on my door? Why are they not knocking on my door and like literally handcuffing me to go like be, interrogated by a committee if that was the case? But, don't let facts get in the way of these people accusing me of like the most heinous things. I already showed that one. You met Dallas Brody. Yeah, I showed that one too. I'm from Ontario. I wish I could move. You wish would separate from Ottawa. Yeah, I already read that. St. John and Breastman. Yeah, read that one. Roman Catholic, may I ask what my denomination? So I'm Protestant, like non-denominational Protestant. That's me. Just basic Christianity, mere Christianity. Paul drops in. So we've got 7 out of 10. Paul with the $7. I don't know if it's a super chat or a super sticker. It doesn't even say. There's no message here. Thank you so much, Paul. I appreciate that. And we also have Paul with 8. So we've got Paul and Paul with the 7 and the 8, number 8 super chat to get to our goal of 10 for the stream. And so that's pretty darn close. 8 out of 10. That's not bad. You wonder if Lauren Southern is still right wing. Of course she is. Of course she is. Come on. You should go see her speak in Victoria if you can, February 3rd. I'm planning on trying to make it. Kat needs Soviet Military Symphony Orchestra playing the opening for the show. That would be super cool. They yell silence. Welcome to the podcast. That would be funny if I played like the Katyusha song. I don't know if you guys know the Katyusha song. Let me get back to that real quick. But first, Paul jumping in with the $9 super chat, super sticker. So I think that does it. Did we reach it? I think we did. That's 10 right there, unless I'm miscalculating here. Paul the Rockstar helping me achieve the 10 out of 10 super chat goal for the live stream. Really appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for the dedication. It'll be so great when I can display these on a much bigger screen and we can chat about it, members only on the live stream, and we can catch up there. That'll be so great. I can call you my sister in Christ. Amen. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Thanks, Paul. Okay, good. And my gosh, one more. Last one. Paul, thank you so much. I think we did it. We did it. You are the true rock star here. I set a goal and it took longer than an hour, but we did it. You helped me get there, friend. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, you can still send one in, although we have met our goal there to the 10 out of 10. And if you still want to become a member, you can. I think I'll do another 5 minutes here, just saying our see you laters and see you soon here in the chat. I'd say you're born in 81 in November 1181. Numbers are subliminal. Gosh darn it. Dang, you're good. So close. So close. I was born in 81. That's true. I'm giving away my age here, but the 11 came from my birth day, not my birth month. I was born on the 11th of October. Oh no, did I give away a big secret? Oh no. You're all rock stars. Yes, you are. Thank you to every member that became one. Thank you to everyone who gifted members, to people in the chat. You're the rock stars. Thank you to every super chatter and people who sent in a super sticker. You guys are absolute rock stars. We're doing this together. We're hanging out. We're building a community. We're connecting with like-minded freedom people. This is awesome. So thank you. And do hit the notification bell, because when you do, you'll be notified when I'm going live, especially if you're members only, for the members only live stream that I plan on doing sometime soon. And I'll let you guys know too, like keep an eye out for my posts, my shorts. I'll announce it there. You'll know well in advance that I'm having one. Thank you, Matt, for your comment. Thesis can't deal with anything. Useless bureaucracy. Yeah. Well, I know that Ashley Sinclair is not so much right anymore. I think she's in a different category, to be honest. I think she just got to do what she got to do to get the clicks. I can't really do that. Obviously, I couldn't mentally handle that. There's no way that I could do a complete 180 for clicks, but I guess some people can. That's okay. Yeah, go for it, sweetie. It's just a mug. You're welcome. Paul, thank you so much. The Rockstar, glad to help. You got us there. You literally pushed us over the line. So we'll call you the official sponsor of the live stream. You've got us there over the line, and I hope to have it set up in the next live stream or two so that I'm seeing your guys' comments way more clearly and on a bigger screen. She says she is, but it had a while ago that she was on the accused Andrew Tate bandwagon. Yeah. I don't really want to talk about that. Read her book if you want more information about it. I don't think it's a grift. Truly, I don't, because, anyways, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Lulls. Yeah. And she made that photo shoot with Lauren. Well, that's okay. They still can be friends. You can be friends with people you disagree with. Like, I don't pretend to know any of them really well. I don't know either of them. I don't know either of them. I'd like to know Lauren more if possible. I think she's, a strong person for what she's gone through. But yeah, I'll leave that there. Okay. Thanks for all you do, says Film Mission. I appreciate you. CSIS can't find treason in Ottawa. They're blind, deaf, and dumb. Yeah. So deserved, Cat. Get that monitor. I will. Thank you. It'll be so much easier when I do. Hang, Lorenzo Psycho. I recognize that name, that handle. I recognize your handle from. I handled that handle from X. I mean, I see you're commenting on YouTube, but I recognize that from X. Andrew Tate, that bald head wax guy. Yeah, I don't want to talk about him. He's so gross. Love this chat stream. Yeah, this was so fun. Yeah, definitely. Okay, that's true though. Later, Cat. Yeah, thank you for being here, Energy. You got something to say, son?
No.
No? You're just hanging out? Okay. I think I caught up on live streams. Did I miss this one? 5:56. What time is it?
Did you start that live stream at like 4:03?
4:30. Yeah, been going for 2 hours. This is where I think I'm saying bye to friends in the chat now.
10 minutes, because you said
yeah, it's the last 5 minutes. Yeah, the last few
10,
minutes. Yeah. I think CSIS investigates, but the RCMP does not charge as they're captured by the Liberal government. Yeah. Yeah. Their current Uber boogeyman. Who do you mean? Wait, Trudeau sounds like Trudeau. Oh, okay.
I understand.
Yeah. Okay, let's go one final time through the rock stars who sent in super chats and super stickers. So Paul, thank you so much for the yellow super sticker. Thank you to Ryan once again for the super sticker. Thank you to Paul for becoming a YouTube member. Thank you to Silverfeed for the super chat. The streams are fun. Thank you to Barry for the blue super chat. Thank you to Brian for the super sticker that's also blue. And thank you to Ryan Herbert for the that's okay, honey. The yellow super chat. And once again, Paul, who carried us over the line with multiple super chats or super stickers. Here's one that's green, another one that's green from Paul, and a yellow one from Paul. Last one. Thank you. Thank you so much for everyone who tuned in. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for everyone who left me comments, smashed the like button, who subscribed here on YouTube and on X. Hey, look, Titan, you have a message. I still use blankets as capes and pretend to be a superhero. That's fun. That's fun.
I still do that from time to time too.
Okay. Hey, look, I've done almost 2 hours of this. Are you proud of Mom?
Yes.
Thank you. This was so fun. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. And thank you so much to David, who dropped in with gifting 10 memberships today. And was that you also on the last one too? I'm trying to keep them straight in my head. It'll become tough, I guess, as they come in. Also replied to you under the live stream on X with the handle Paula. Paula, thank you so much on X. And Matt, thank you here in the chat. Night, y'all, from the Grime family. Thank you, Karen. Night to you as well. He's funny like my 9-year-old. He's my 9-year-old.
Hey, Mom, the Grime family was on last stream.
Yes, they were. You recognize the Grime family?
Yeah.
I know. They're here. They're here with us. That's so fun. Yep, 10 last night too. You're awesome. You're a rock star, David. Thank you. And I'll figure out the stuff like with the scheduled live streams. It worked on my end. I'm not sure what was going on your end there. Also, please pray for me. We will. God knows what you need. We'll pray for you. And show into today. Snowy in Toronto today, eh? I guess I wouldn't want to be there. I wouldn't want to be there. Yes, huge. I was filming all day. Okay, you were. Okay. Sure, you can. You can.
Can I switch back to doing this one?
My daughter wants you to see the A team mug, the A team mug with the fancy hot chocolate in the mug. The Grime family is saying hey to you, buddy.
Hi.
And 60 centimeters of snow, eh? Film mission? That's wild. Night all. Night, everyone. Thank you to all for joining. See you on the next one. If you want to be notified, just click the notification bell on here on YouTube. If you don't want to miss the next one, I'm trying to do these way more often. That's the goal. And the goal is to do it with a second monitor where I can see your chats and pull them up quicker and faster and easier and get through them in a much more efficient way. Awesome base kidlets. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. Toodles, y'all. This is Kat signing off. Thank you to everyone who spent time with us today, who tuned in, who sent in chats and super stickers and became members. Obviously, you can still do that even while I'm offline. So appreciate future appreciation to everyone who decides to do that in the future or on the next live stream. I'll cut it here so that I'm not boring you guys anymore with my rants and with my with my dried out mouth after talking for 2 hours straight. Okay, this is Kat out. See you in the next one. Subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Follow on X, subscribe on X if you can. Good night, everyone. Really appreciate you all. See you on the next live stream. Bye bye. Bye bye.